For you, if it's the first time to hear about In Loco, it's a fellowship by RISE intended to equip fresh graduates in the built environment to give them on-site experience in the field. You know, from school, we always learn a lot of things theoretical, but you're gonna hear we have a chance to learn practical and everything. So I'm not alone, I'm with my partner, Retshepile, over there. So today, we have Mayor Kabelo Letunya. She is the Director of Housing of the Lesotho, the Ministry of Local Government. She's gonna talk about the National Urban Forum that's gonna be taking place next week, 30 to 31st. And she's also gonna talk about the Lesotho housing policy. So please guys, let's listen attentively. You know, it's in rare case where we have a chance like this one to talk directly with the ultimate decision maker at the parliament. So please, right after this, we're gonna suggest you ask questions, your thoughts, your opinions, so that they're gonna be asked on your behalf next week. So please guys, let's listen.
Thank you very much for having me here. Like I said, I am Kabelo Letunya and I'm the Director of Housing. Together with the Commissioner of Lands here, Ms. Relebile Makalepo. I have Memo Kwadi from the Housing Department and Mrs. Manzani Malesekele Matekani also from the Housing Department. We are here to inform you about the upcoming National Urban Forum, which we will hold here in Maseru at Maseru Avani from the 30th to the 31st of October this year, which means we are having it only next week on Wednesday and Thursday. So thank you for having us here. In fact, we didn't have the time to come here, but we want to take opportunity of meeting with young professionals like you to hear what you have to say about the National Urban Forum. We actually want your inputs as young professionals. We would like your inputs on the whole arrangement of the forum and also on some of the key issues which we will throw to you. But this is the way that we are going to use it. First of all, we will have Memo Tsewa on the floor to tell us what the National Urban Forum is all about. Then next we will have Mrs. Malesekele, who will talk about the New Urban Agenda. New Urban Agenda is one of the policy documents that we are trying to promote or trying to talk about at the National Urban Forum. It's an international policy, it's an international commitment, and I'm sure a lot of people don't know about the New Urban Agenda. So we would like also to give you a brief about the New Urban Agenda. And then we will see, we'll take it from there. I would like to talk about the national housing policy, but we doubt the time will allow us. And also because I think we are just too few, we would maybe want to set an appointment for next time so that we talk about the national housing policy. But let's see how far we go with this National Urban Forum. Memo Tsewa, you have the floor. Are we free to talk in any language? Are we? We are allowed. Eh? There's nobody who doesn't understand English in here. So everybody is Sesotho spoken. Okay. Okay, you have the floor, ma'am.
Dumelang bomme le bontate. Ka lebitso ke Motsewa Kwadi. National Urban Forum ke platform. A ke ho iswa ka bua ka Sesotho le Sekgowa. Ke platform eo di stakeholder tsohle tse sebetsanang le taba tsa urban development ba tlo kopana ba dula fatshe ba bua ditaba ba rala ditaba tse amanang le taba tsena tsa kgolo ya ditoropo le metse ya rona ya bodulo. Mme tsena di etsahala ka tsela ya hore re tla ba le di-workshop, re tla ba le di-consultation, le taba capacity building le ho advocate. National Urban Forum e tshwarwa hangwe, e tshwarwa bonyane matsatsi a mabedi kapa ho feta, hangwe ka selemo kapa habedi. ka selemo. Mme di-objective tsa National Urban Forum, ya pele, to provide platform that will avail space for dialogue among urban sectors to participate in the planning and management of urban growth. Mona na ke mo re bitsang batho bohle ba sebetsanang le taba tsena tsa urban development, re tleng fatshe re tlo rala mmoho, e mong le mong a ska a hulela kwana hobane goal ya rona e nngwe, re batla ho iphumana toropo ya rona le metse ya rona ya bodulo e le tjena. Mme ha e mong a hulela kwana ka di-resource tse nyane tseo re nang le tsone, ke mona moo o tla fumana hore ha re fihlele nthwane e re e batlang. Nka fana ka mohlala fela mohlomong hore motho wa metsi wa tsela a ka qala pele a fihla a etsa tsela. Ha qeta ho etsa tsela e le ntle, wa metsi ya ba kona hlokomelang hore hela hana ke hloka ho kenya metsi, ya ba o fihla a fata tsela enana ene e se tlo sala e senyehile. But ha re ne ka ratlang kaofela ka fihla ra dula fatshe ka tjhora nna ke hloka ho etsa 1 2 3, e mong a re o hloka ho etsa 1 2 3, ho betere ha enwa a qala tjena, ho betere ha enwa a qala tjena. E sentse ya rabetse le na bedi ya to initiate coordination among local international bodies le development partners, lo promote integrated participation. Mona ke taba fela ya hore ha re tla re tlo ralang, ha re ske rona re le di-officeri, re ske ra nahanela hore batho ba khubetswana mohlomong ba batla metsi, so nna ke sebetsana le taba ba fa metsi, ke tla re batho ba hloka metsi. Re bitse motho e mong le mong a amehang, ho tloha ka mme a rekisang diapole strateng, ha eba fela taba ena ya mo ama a tle tafoleng re tlo dula mmoho. Le motho a dutseng motseng mola, ha eba taba ena ya mo ama a tle re tlo dula mmoho re raleng kaofela. Taba ena e etsa taba hore qetellong ya letsatsi ga be re batho ba ikutlwa ba owner ntho ngwe le ngwe etsalang, development, di-project, hobane ha re tla re sa meme batho re ba etsetsa, ke mona moo o tla fumana hore ntho e ntle e etsahalang ha ba nkele hloohong ene ba tlo e senya. Ha se a bona ke a rona, ke mona moo o tla hlaha hore ntho eno ke a bo mang, ha se a rona. So National Urban Forum e etsa ntho eno hore fela ha re tleng re tlo dulang fatshe, re tlo ralang re le kaofela, ho utlwong hore na ditlhoko tsa batho ke eng, ditlhoko tsa rona ke eng, re yang pele jwang. Taba ya influencer di-resource ho influence legal reforms and inform policy direction. Policy ena e etseditswe rona, so ha policy di tla di tlo etswa e ba le lentswe hore nna ke batla ho etsahale tjenana, taba ena e supe kwana, enana e etsahale tjena. Re se ke ra etsetswa diqeto, motho e mong le mong a utlwe a na le lentswe hore ke tla be ke kentse letsoho, mme nthwena ke a e tseba, ke a e utlwisisa, re tla e baballa. Taba ho raise awareness, hore batho bane ba motseng mohlomong ba keke ntho tse tsa fihlella ho bona. Ho a tjhesa hona tjena ke taba climate change, bodulo ra bona hore matlo a fefowa, ha re haheng tjena, ha re etseng tjena, hore fela batho ba tsebo information e pharalle e fihlelle ho motho e mong le e mong. National Urban Forum e na le di-events tse 5. Ya pele ke high level round table, monana ke moo ho dulang mohlomong maparamente, ba politiki, batho ba kgonang ho etsa decision qetellong ya letsatsi, ba dula fatshe ba tshwahla taba e tlabe e le tafoleng ka nako eno, ba be ba etsetse qeto. Ebe ke taba ya di-dialogue hape. Dialogue mona ke moo batho ba amehang ba tla ba tlo bua ka taba tse itseng, mme ka pele o tlo bua di-theme, mme ka pele o tla bua di-theme tseo e tla be le tsona taba tse buang di-dialogue mono. Ebe ho na le event ena ya di-assembly. Di-assembly mona ke mo mohlala mo re tla be re bitsa batjha, monana ho tlo bua batjha, re tlo kwa taba tsa bona tse amanang batjha toropong, le hloka eng, kapa re bitsa mohlomong basadi kapa batho ba itseng, go tla be butswe batho ba itseng fela, e seng moka o le kaofela. Ha eba ile batjha e tla be ile batjha, ha eba ile basadi e tla be ile basadi. Ebe ho na le di-special sessions, monana ke moo ho buang ka taba e itseng fela. Mohlomong ka etsa mohlala, ho na le ntho e bitswang Maseru master plan, re tla be re tla re lebitsang kaofela, be re tlo tshwahla taba e itseng, ha re nana re bua e itse kore re bua only specific technical issue, ha re bue taba tse ding. ebe hape e provide taba ya networking le training. National Urban Forum e na le komiti tse tharo. Ke komiti ya pele e shebana le taba tsa planning le di-program, mme teng ke mona moo ho entsweng di-theme, ba shebana le program format, ba sheba haholo hore na go tla bua bo mang monono ho National Urban Forum, le taba report le taba declaration. Ho na le komiti ya bobedi ya communication, mona na ke taba fela hore ba shebana le taba tsa ho etsa di-material, ho etsa di-website hore re bonahale hohle. Motho ha kena a sheba National Urban Forum Lesotho a bone a la America e ska ba ntho ya rona e fella mona Lesotho fela, taba di-invitation le di-video le di-photo. Ebe ho na le komiti engwe hape e shebanang le taba tsa di-logistic. Jwalo ka se ke tshilo nthona ke National Urban Forum, ha se ntho ya rona fela re le maseromone. Ho tla hlokala motho a theohe mokgotlong toropong, a theohe kae, so komiti ena na ke shebaneng fela ho bona hore ho tla ba le taba tsa di-transport, ba bukele batho ba hlokang ho bukelwa. Mme qetellong ha re qeta ho ba ntate o sa hlalositse hore tlo ba le National Urban Forum ka di-30 le di-31, ha re qeta ho ba le National Urban Forum ho tla etswa di-report le declaration, mme report eno le declaration ke taba fela tlo bontsha the way forward. Ha ke re tla be re tshohlile taba tse tla be di tshohlwa moo, so re yang way forward jwang e tla be e etsa re tlo etsa hape le work plan hore okay di-challenge tsa rona ke tsena na, re ile mona le mona, so re tswelang pele jwang ho addressa taba tse re tlileng le tsona. Ke hakalo ho hlalosa National Urban Forum.
Ka leboha Mme Motshewa, thank you for that overview. Ke batla hore ke re he na rona re hokae. O hlalositse ntho e bitswang National Urban Forum, a lefa the structure of the forum. Ke batla hore ke kene jwale hore na rona re le Lesotho, how are we planning the forum? Ke tla qala mona mareng, the forum e feature as many events as it can feature. But we sat down here in Lesotho to say, what is it we want to do? Are we going to feature all these? Because I think this is what happens under normal circumstances and with countries much more advanced. But we sat down here as Lesotho and we consulted with many stakeholders to say, what is it we want to have? Now we want to have at least 3 events, because now this is the first forum that we are having in the country. So Forum ya rona is only going to feature the high-level roundtable. This is where the ministers, we have designed it in a way that it will seat the honorable ministers. So what we will do is, honorable ministers, monyetla wa ho bua about job creation, informal trading, and what else is it? And traffic congestions. Because now these are the issues that National Urban Forum ke moka o re buang ka di issues tsa di human settlements and urban development. So ke di issue ke a kgola tse reng di a amagele sector. And now re a bona hore taba tsa di human settlements and urban development re bua ka tsona all in the context of urbanization. I ke tsebana le familiar with the concept urbanization, but urbanization is a phenomenon in which people are moving from rural areas to urban areas, and phenomenon the urban population, the proportion of the urban population is growing as well. The lifestyle a phenomenon jale re tlo tla re fa di minister ga dipotso tse amanang le yona phenomenon ena ya urbanization, because what we see happening now is people are coming to urban areas with the hope of getting employment. But is it the reality that when people come to town or urban centers, they do get employment? Is that the case? Is that the case? Everybody who's coming here with the hope of getting a job in town is not really getting a job in town. So it's one of the questions we want to throw to the honorable ministers to say, honorable ministers, people are coming here with that hope. What are you doing to make sure there is employment creation in urban centers? So the other thing that we are throwing to the honorable ministers is informal trading. When people don't get jobs in the urban sector, what do? They opt for informal trading. So we need to accept informal trading as employment for Basud. So the next question we are throwing to them, what strategies as government do you have in place to improve informal trading? We see traffic congestion as well in town. These are the issues that we need to be talking about as the Basotho nation, because all of us are contributing and all of us have a stake. So I said it's featuring, in a forum, it's featuring high-level roundtable. Some few ministers are sitting and are addressing these issues. The other thing that's featuring urban forum in the dialogue. The dialogue is where the practitioners and everybody, NGO, the private sector, are coming to address a certain issue. The dialogue, it's a 5. Dialogue will talk about housing and urban and basic services. In that dialogue, we are looking at how to improve people's access to housing and basic services. You will know that the basic services that goes along together with housing, water and basic sanitation, access roads, other infrastructure as well, telecommunication and stuff like that. So we are talking here within the policy context of now, what is it that the policy is saying, and now what are the strategies, what are the projects and the programs that we implement to achieve that. That is in the dialogue. It is because housing is at the center of urban development. Then housing is at the center of it all, because everything else, we are talking but must live next to basic services. People shouldn't be traveling long distances to work, to basic services, to basic infrastructure, basic whatever. But so that's how we put housing at the center of it all. Although I'm not pinning them up here, that the first one is housing and basic services. The next one is land use planning and urban management. If at all we are talking about managing the growth and development of urban centers, then what is how we plan our urban areas. We need to direct where growth and development must go and where it should not go. And to say, this is where we are directing growth to go. Growth is going almost everywhere. We are even encroaching on agricultural land, which is the thing because we have the future population to think about. Agriculture is also important, food security, because if we are building on agricultural land, it means then so that is what we are trying to do, to contain urban sprawl and urban development as well. So that's the next thing we're looking at. That is very crucial to urban development. The other thing, we are looking at environmental issues. Environmental issues, because we do not want to compromise important biodiversity. But I mean, the whole issue, environment is very broad. But we narrowed it down in this forum to say what is the thing we want to concentrate on with regard to environmental issues. What is important at the moment is to build resilience in the urban sector. Resilience, the infrastructure, resilience, the built environment must be resilient to climate change effects, to natural disasters. And of late, we are seeing heavy rains. Of late, we are seeing heavy winds. Of late, we are seeing tsunami, and all stuff like that. So we're looking to build a resilience so that the infrastructure, the built environment is resilient to all these negative effects. We'll also address the issue of solid waste and liquid waste aspecting, So the other thing that we'll be talking about is urban governance. Because toropo ke sebaka se kgethehileng se nang le di-characteristics tsa tsona le di-behavior tsa tsona le di-systems tsa tsona, which are different from the rural areas. Toropo has to be governed and managed in a special way. So that is why we are talking urban governance here. And we are talking here legislation as well as other things, tse buang ka governance. E le hore re tle re tsebe hore re improve governance in the urban area. All in the interest, there we improve the welfare of the people. Because governance, you are not just doing it. At the heart of governance, the well-being or the interest of the citizens. The last thing we will be looking at when we are talking managing urban growth and urban development now is the prosperity or because at the end of the day, we want our urban areas to prosper. Local economic development. And in this section is where we are featuring the private sector, because we are saying the urban economy is private sector led. So it's where we are going to give the private sector an opportunity not to say what is it they're doing for advance Now, what is the other thing that I wanted to mention? The other thing that she talked about was the outcome. What is it we want to achieve through this urban forum? We are exchanging. She is telling me what she is doing and I'm telling her what I'm doing. No, certainly not. At the end of the day, target what we want to achieve. We want an action plan. In the urban sector. Maybe in the next 5 years, what is it we want to achieve as the sector? And all of us, the role players, are involved. But that we cannot achieve immediately at the end of the 2 days. It's a long process of developing an action plan. We need some time to develop it, and we need some consultations as well. So eventually, but that is what we want, because we will be reporting on what we are doing to achieve our national policies as well as these international policies. And she will talk about one of those policies, which is the New Urban Agenda. And here we have all stakeholders in the nation, and we have development partners as well. We want to hear how they want to be involved in the whole process of helping Lesotho implement all these agendas. So we will have the recommendations for decision makers. I hope I talked about the high level segment where the ministers are sitting. The intention is to director, to inform the policy going forward. Where people are asking, 4x4, how are you creating employment? That is not the essence of it. The essence of it is practical, realistic, factual, to talk about the facts without even too much politics in it. So it is to inform policy. And also what we are doing from the dialogues, what we are trying to get out of the dialogues is information or input, policy development going forward. Declaration. The immediate thing that we want to get out of the forum, declaration. Declaration we're basically declaring as the nation, this is what we want to do, although we recognize the challenges that we're having, but eventually we are committing ourselves to implement certain aspects of urban development. So basically that is it. The program of the forum, and I'm going to open the floor for questions and also some inputs for you. I have a suggestion of how to go about it. Can you give me the program? So it's a 2-day event where we're featuring the official opening with the welcome addresses from all those different stakeholders. As you can see, we're having government here, we're having the private sector, we're having also our development partners, resident and non-resident, and also that. We're having a ministers' roundtable, as you can see. So honorable ministers are addressing us on those issues, and we'll also open the floor for people to ask questions. Ramon, we are going to have an overview of the new urban agenda and the SDG number 11. Lona, your SDG number 11, I think, by now, you should know it by now. Akere. Hey, unfortunately, we are consulting with you at a very late stage. Now, what is it you want? Honorable ministers, I think that's the whole intention, that's the whole purpose why we are here. You're not going to be there. So we incorporate all of your ideas into the outcome of the forum. So these dialogues, as you can see. Oh, by the way, what we are also doing at the forum is we are launching the National Housing Policy and the Maseru Master Plan. Publicity failure. So we'll have the next day. Basically, that's how the program is. So I'm going to open the floor for questions. I have my boss here who's coming to help me respond to the many and the intellectual questions we are about to receive from you. Thank you.